Hello, and welcome to a brand new episode of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm Victor Dandridge.
Ryan Seymore.
So, we had no help.
Not one bit.
From nobody this week. Like, what happened? Like, where were you guys?
Yeah, a lot of books.
A lot of books. A lot of good books.
Yeah, and diverse, like just across the board.
Right.
Like, do we look at the Marvel Legacy stuff? Do we go DC?
Right.
Do we go Valiant? Do we go Aftershock?
Somebody
Image?
help us out. Somebody help us out.
Yeah.
But no, you guys were mum. Now we're all, So
Yeah.
we fended for ourselves.
Yeah. And
we went for things that we liked.
Yes.
And I'm kind of happy about it.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, definitely some good stuff this
You know,
week.
I'm not upset about anything. Okay, so what we got?
We both did Bloodshot.
Yes.
We both did Dark Arc.
Yes, we did.
We both did one of the honorable mentions,
Okay.
the same, but we diverged with
From there?
Yep.
Okay. So where do you want to go first, sir?
There's a lot to talk about in two of
there
them,
is.
definitely.
Yeah, there is. I mean, our two number twos are really strong.
Yeah.
So my vote is that we pick one of the number twos to talk about first.
Okay.
I picked the number twos. Now you got the hard part. Pick the title. See, I did that one. Escape responsibility.
Let's go. Let's go. Valiant's Bloodshot Salvation number 2.
All right. So
by
we're talking
Lemire
about
and
Valiant. I'll
LaRosa.
turn the cap around and let's talk.
Okay.
I didn't realize that this book wasn't out yet. So I was very, very excited when I saw this one. Because I'm like, I know I had missed this already. Because it's been a while since Bloodshot
It
came out.
feels like it's been a while,
Like
yeah.
it does. I mean, we had the special covers.
Yeah.
You know, like it had been a minute. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, I must have missed number 2. I don't know what happened.
Did Ryan forget to order it?
Right. No, you wouldn't have done that. But
Typically, I know.
I was very, very excited to read this book.
Yeah.
The artwork for it, that last page off of issue 1.
Right. Right. And then we've got the
Right.
like the last couple pages of this issue.
Okay, so where we are right now is this is a restart
Yes.
of the Bloodshot universe. Now, if you've been reading it before, you're good. You know what
Yeah,
to do.
you know.
what the situation
Yeah.
is. Everything's gravy.
Yeah.
But if you are brand new, they give you a really quick precursor
Yeah.
in the first issue where we meet Ray. We find out that Ray is like this nanite-infused weapon,
Super weapon human
like
pale thing.
run. And he's got a family.
Yes. And he loves them dearly.
Quite a bit. Although I question whether or not he really loved them, because if he really loved them, they wouldn't live in Michigan. Yeah, I said it.
And Lemire.
What's up? OH.
I.O.
That's right. But no, he does. He does in fact love his family, and a situation, happens.
Yes.
Where he feels the need to engage.
Yes. And it makes sense. If
does.
you have the power to protect your loved ones, do you not take it and use it?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
he-
and sometimes
he
to
does.
extremes.
Yep.
And that's where we are kind of picking up with issue 2. Now,
Yep.
the thing that's very interesting with issue 2 is, and issue 1 did as well,
Yeah.
they're telling 2 different stories at 2 different times.
Yep.
That ain't easy.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's not easy. So, shout out to Jeff for that
Yeah.
alone. Like, to balance the before and afters.
Yeah, and it is
What?
that perfect balance, like just enough of the future stuff.
Right.
And I keep thinking, like, when are we going to get hints of what's happening in the past or the future?
Right?
So,
He's teasing it out too, man.
Yeah.
Like this issue particularly, he teased this out so well.
Yeah.
I love the drama that's being built into this.
Yes.
I feel like I'm getting a clear understanding of how things have come to be, but still the drama of it building, man, I like it. You know, when you already know the outcome and you still are interested in the journey,
yeah, it's
that's
fantastical.
Good stuff. That's good stuff. Good stuff.
And they're doing a little bit of like unconventional stuff. Like
Right.
there's that one word bubble, and the way the frame is.
Yes. That was good.
That's clever.
Right. Leads you, it gives you everything that you need to know. It's really well done. I really like this series, and I was not a big Bloodshot fan for the longest time.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
It really is.
Really good. I will tell you this though, if I ever am doing anything and I see a guy go suddenly pale white with a red dot on his chest, I'm out.
Bend over backwards and kiss your ass goodbye. It's
I'm out. It's done. It's a wrap. This is how it is. What else did you read that we didn't? Together?
Up top, Eternity, another Valiant book.
Okay.
Yeah, this one was about Matt Kent, and Harrison was the artist.
Yes.
It was one that they've been kind of teasing like the last couple pages of most of the books recently.
It looks, okay, art-wise from the teaser, it looks funky, like Kirby-esque
Yes.
kind of.
It is very Kirby, fourth worldy, it's amazing. It's so it's one of those things that like it you know where it comes from, like where it gets its inspiration, and it doesn't leave you wanting. Like it's totally in that vein. It's high powered. Like when people are searching the universe for people in their mind. Yeah, like it's really, really cool. It builds off of some of the other, but the thing is, it's so weird you don't have to really know the Divinity miniseries stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, it's.
See, that was my fear, was you had to have read Divinity and then however many sequels that had.
Yeah.
And then Eternity. But no, you can go in.
You can go in. Yeah. It's very, very, very good.
Good. Because I've been a fan of, like, okay, this is going to date me here, but I've been a fan of Trevor's work since Class War. With
Wow.
X. Dude, listen. I've been in the trenches, man. I'm a huge fan of your stuff. He's probably like, Class War? I don't even remember
Did
that.
I do
like,
that?
What was that, like 2004?
Where, let me get my Wikipedia myself.
I did.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dollar signs.
that's-
Okay. I got you. So yeah, I definitely want to read that one.
Yes.
That's
Muy good.
Kind of amazing. So Thanos.
Yeah.
12.
Was it good stuff?
Marvel. Jeff wrote that one too, if I'm not mistaken. Here's the thing. Here's the setup, right? I hadn't been reading this whole series. I read like an issue back or two. Thanos' son had betrayed the team that was supposed to be helping to find Thanos and take him out or whatever. And he snuck and got the Phoenix Force.
Yeah, just.
I mean, if you're gonna betray your friends,
go big.
Go big or go home,
Yeah.
right? And so this issue is basically what seems to be the culmination of this transition, this whole taking Thanos, taking his power, him having to fight his way back, and then challenging his son to be like, yo, daddy spank. I'm not even going to tell you how this ends because that's a spoiler. We don't do that.
We don't do that.
But I will tell you this. If you are surprised by this ending, you don't know Thanos. You don't know Thanos. And by this point, you should, you know? He's the guy in the chair. You should know that.
Yeah.
You should know how he lives. There are some new things, though. Like, I'm very curious as to how this is going to project Thanos into the Marvel universe as a whole from this point forward. I feel like there's going to be some things that are the same, but there are some things that are very, very different, and it's going to be very, very cool.
Like,
So,
will this affect the movie Marvel universe?
I think so. I can't say how, because that's a spoiler. But yeah, no, I think that's it's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be a thing. So very cool. We do have Nebula in the series, and she does look like the movie counterpart. So
Nifty.
Dark Arc,
Yes.
number 2,
Yes.
Aftershock. For you guys, I'll turn the Valiant cap around because I love you.
Cullen Bunn, Wando.
Wando, my man.
It's not a monster book.
It's not.
It's not horror.
It's not. We described it as, you said murder mystery.
It's a murder mystery.
I'm saying it's murder on the Orient Express, but just on one of the arcs
Yeah.
during the flood. This is not like you can't just go in and be like, Dark Arc. Oh, I know what this is about.
Yeah.
You'd be wrong.
Yeah.
You're 100% wrong.
Yeah.
But you are right.
Yeah.
All at the same time.
Yeah, because there's some really, like, is Shrey more powerful or less powerful?
Than what he's projecting.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is Nex the vampire? Is he a master manipulator,
Right.
or is he just like, no, seriously?
No, like, dude, I'm on the ship too.
Yeah.
I'm on the ship like you guys.
Yeah.
I'm on the ship like you. Kroll, the Manticore, he's kind of my favorite right now.
He is,
I'm not gonna lie.
like, he did something semi-benevolent, and then
took all altruism out of it.
Yeah.
Just ringed it.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to drop some altruism? Nope. It spilt it on the floor.
yeah. If everybody's losing their collective
Yes.
S word
Yes.
About Naga Malzahn,
Yes.
what's going to happen when they find out about the other stuff that you're going to have to read about? Because
Because we don't do spoilers.
Yeah.
We don't do spoilers. This particular series is complex.
Yes.
As a writer, the idea of how many characters are being balanced right now at the initial onset. I mean, literally, we're issue 2,
Yeah.
and we've got a name for probably 8 to 10, maybe
Yeah.
even a full dozen different characters. These are brand new characters, not necessarily people that are carryovers from anything else. I think that's one of the things I think is most unique about this, where The Goddamned, when it came out, you knew the characters because you have reference for it. This, you know the essence of the story, but these characters are brand new.
Yeah, and they're characters. They aren't just like caricatures.
Right. Like it's hard to like. Because I mean, I think after the first issue, you kind of be like, oh, they named that thing. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But now you see like, no, these are literal characters within the story. They have personality traits. They have very strong emotions, and I'm very curious as to how this is ultimately going to play out.
Right.
Because this is so many different paths, all aligning at the same time.
Yeah.
Like,
because
the goal is here, but everybody's got to get there in their own way.
And they have to survive to be able to do it.
And that's going to be the hard part. That is so the hard part. I mean, okay, so we're talking around it.
Yeah.
The idea is the flood has happened. Yeah. Noah's Ark, we know that one.
Yeah.
You know, 2 of each kind of animal, you know, lines them up, they get on the boat, good times. Yeah. What about the other?
Yeah, your supernatural species that are no longer in existence, except for Sasquatch, and I believe you because you're real.
Yes, we're all for those. Because yes, I speak Wookiee. Okay, I speak hardcore Wookiee. It's a thing. It's a thing. But no, like, what happened to those guys?
Right.
Was there ever any accounting for them? This book says yes, there was, and that's where I think the most interesting thing is if you play into the everyday world and what we see or don't see, is that already telling us the outcome of this story, or is it something else?
Right.
Colin Bunn can switch gears on us in a heartbeat. I don't dare suggest I know where this man's going.
Right, because he has the nuclear option.
Immediately. Like, he's already set the boundaries that this could just be like, nope, sorry. Psych.
Yeah.
And story's done. You never get off the boat.
And
like,
it would fit. It would
totally fit. But I don't think that's where he's going.
Yeah.
I don't think that's where he's going. I cannot wait to see where this goes. This is a journey book. This is a book that you sit back and you watch and you just go, give it to me.
Yeah. And when you get comfortable, there's the last couple pages.
Because I need to know what that is.
Right? Because
I'm trying to be pronoun non-specific. I need to know.
Because it raises a question of, was a mistake made?
Right. Was a mistake made? Does anybody else know that that's there?
Yeah.
Has it been on the ship? Has it not been on the ship? These are the questions.
Yeah.
These are the questions.
Yeah.
And that cover to number 3 suggests that's a very important question that's going to be answered. So, this series, man, like,
yeah, it's so simple and so complex all at the same time.
Exactly.
And yeah,
just to again hallmark how good it is. Last week, issue 1 was re-released, and I picked it up thinking it was number 2.
Yeah,
I got excited. I started reading, and I was like, "Wait,
seems familiar.
I know this." Like, oh, it's just a reprint. So I'm very glad that it's here this week. It's really good.
Yes,
it's really good. You know, I think it's time.
It's time.
It's time.
It's time.
For honorable mentions!
Honorable
mention-wise, we got 1 that's the same,
yes,
and then 2 that are very different.
Yes.
Where do you want to go first, sir?
I'm curious about Black Panther.
So, Black Panther, these are funky legacy covers? Is that
yeah.
Because this was like a series of them. Like,
yeah.
Captain Marvel had one, I think.
1 for 10 variants, actually, across the board.
Okay, that's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. So this is 166. Ta-Nehisi Coates still on this one. Leonard Kirk on art, though. So again, very, substantial history in the comic game. Dude knows how to tell stories. This issue focuses very prominently on Claw.
Okay.
And it's very interesting. The poetry that Ta-Nehisi Coates writes with is so very intelligent. I can almost see people being shied off from this. If you are afraid of deep thought in your comics, this might be a book that you are steering away from. And if you are a person that is looking for something that's not just surface level superheroes, fights, and tights, Black Panther, regardless of your ethnic background, your political interest, or anything, is a book that you should be reading because I think it is very intelligent. And that's, I think that's one of those things that's slipping under the radar because you have a black man writing a very pro-black character. People are just like, oh yeah, of course it's good. No. It's deeper than that.
Yeah.
It's much deeper than that. So definitely give that one a shot. It's a good one. I just kind of popped in and Yeah, it's solid.
There's at least 2 trade paperbacks for it out, so you're $40 and you're almost caught up.
And you've got Brian Stelfreeze on art. You got Chris Sprouse, who's a local.
OH.
You know, we've got good stuff here, man. You know, God, wow. Brian Stelfreeze, Chris Sprouse, Leonard Kirk,
and Ta-Nehisi Coates. Right?
Yeah, I'm gonna get those trades myself.
Yeah.
Let's say that out loud.
Amazing
it's
stuff.
like those are Christmas presents. I'm about to open somebody's mind up. Okay, that cover. I need to understand.
Okay, as clever and as intelligent and as complex as Black Panther is, Jughead the Hunger, Archie Entertainment. It's, oh my gosh, Frank Jerry's doing the writing, and Pat and Tim Kennedy are doing the drawings.
Please.
Last year around Halloween, there was Jughead the Hunger, which was from like the Sabrina and Afterlife with Archie universe.
Right.
Jughead was a werewolf, so it picks up after the last issue, where he's now with the traveling circus, trying to not be a human-killing machine, and he fails. I don't think that spoils anything.
I mean, look at this cover. No, they don't fail nothing.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
that's beautiful.
So there's
That's beautiful.
yeah, werewolf hunters, like kind of they're trying to turn Archie kind of like to a Winchester kind of thing. Yeah, and then the one kill scene.
Did you ever think that there would come a point where you were questioning whether you could share anything Archie related with your child?
No, this one I'm like,
No.
This one's a bit much.
No. See, I'm looking at the cover and I'm like, I hope my daughter doesn't see this, because she might be like, ooh, Daddy, no. And I'm like, it's just Jughead.
It's just Jughead.
It's Jughead.
Yeah.
He wants hamburgers.
Yeah. He's
Yum, 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 yum.
made out of human flesh and raw.
I'm sorry. That got me. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready at all. It's like the Kingsman 2 of Jughead.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Action Comics. The road to 1,000, baby.
I didn't notice that before.
Oh, yeah. Even on the back, man. The lenticular. Look. Somebody explain to Marvel Comics how these are supposed to work. These lenticular covers that DC is doing is owning you, okay? They are owning you. Like, there is no reason for you to even try if you're not gonna do this level. On the back, people.
Ads.
The ad on the back is lenticulated.
From companies that aren't DC and even...
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
That's what I'm saying. Okay. We're not even gonna talk about the book. We're just gonna talk about the cover and how much better it is than Marvel ones. Because again, these lenticulars, you can actually see them.
Yeah, stuff changes.
Like, oh, look.
Yeah, like
There's the thing.
John Kent right there.
Right?
Right?
Okay. So, the Oz effect. This is part 4.
Part 4.
We've been, told that Mr. Oz is in fact Jor-El.
Yeah. Which at first I was like, oh, this is stupid.
It's kind of a weird move.
Yeah.
But the idea here is Jor-El is trying to prove to Cal that human beings are horrible, terrible bags of meat that don't deserve him.
I don't know that he's wrong.
I can't say that he's wrong either. There's a line, and I don't want to spoil it, but he makes such a good point to John when he's talking. He's like, okay, fine, you don't want to do this, but look at that. They don't even do this.
Yeah.
And you're like,
oh, yeah, that's true. That is true.
We don't do that, do we? We're not the best. All of this, of course, is building to a bigger situation.
Yes. Like I don't know if it is officially a Doomsday Clock tie-in.
But it's got to be the Road to.
Right?
It's got to be the Road to Doomsday Clock.
Because what's Jor-El talking about otherwise?
What is this thing, this Judgment Day that's coming, that Jor-El is so keen on trying to save Clark and his family from?
Yeah.
Does he call him Clark?
No, I don't think he does.
That would be disrespect.
Oh, wait. Now I'm curious.
Disrespect. He was like, oh, looky here, Clarky. Shout out to Dan Jurgens for writing this one. Dan has been a long-standing name when it comes to Superman. It's one of the first ones that I ever read because it was the Death of Superman that got me into the game.
Yeah.
Dan was a part of that. Victor, shout out to him. Was it Bogdanova? Is that how you say it? Bogdanovich, okay. I was like, I know I'm going to screw that up. Because I want to say it's John Bogdanova that was an artist back in the early 90s.
Yeah.
Bogdanovich. Good job, because wouldn't have even. I think this is a really pretty book. I do think that stylistically they're cashing in on the success that Greg Capullo's Batman has brought in. Rightly so. Like, I mean, DC Metal is one of the best books, selling-wise at the very least, out right now. And if you can nab any sort of that artistic carryover, please, and thank you.
Yeah.
Like, that's smart.
Because it looks good.
Right. If it ain't broke. Yeah. So, questions abound on this one. Like, is he ultimately right? Like, that's the thesis.
Yeah,
it is so difficult to argue.
I would like to see a conversation between Jor-El and Lex Luthor, because I think they're both on the same page in a really, really weird way.
Why did I not see that coming? Oh, you just broke my heart and my mind.
Right?
Oh.
Right?
I'm sorry, I need a moment. Process this.
After you read the issue, you will understand.
Yeah, you will, because that's all the feelings, man. Oh, dude, that's complicated. Good job. Good job. Hopefully we'll see that in upcoming issues.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Right? Because, I mean, again, we're 10 months away from issue 1000. Like, that's an incredible hallmark.
Oh my gosh.
So all kinds of big things are happening in the Action Comics world. That's, oh my God, Jor-El and Lex.
Right?
Please. Pretty please. That's all I'm asking. Just, like, let that happen. I'm not even saying let me know early. Just let it happen.
Yeah.
That'd be phenomenal.
It would be.
Write some comics, man. That was a pretty good idea. That's dope.
I don't know how to write. I mean, I do. I know technically how to put words together, but
you wrote that list. You got the list, dude. So thank you guys for checking out this episode. Definitely, if you're not already subscribed, click that subscribe button, hit the bell so that we notify you, and as always, chat us up, man.
Yeah, hit us up on Twitter. Hit us up on our Facebook page.
Yes.
And if you want to join our Patreon community for additional spoilerific stuff.
We're talking all the things. And if you leave some comments on the YouTube page, we'll talk to you.
Yeah.
We will talk to you. Now, this weekend is a very special weekend for the comic shop.
Yes.
What you got going on, man?
All right. So it's Halloween Comic Fest is on Saturday. And it's kind of like a mini free comic book day with like a Halloween kind of vibe to it.
Right.
And there are books from all ages, horror, up through like stuff where I'm like, I don't even know if I should be reading it. But it's like really, really good and hits a bunch of different genres.
Can't beat that.
And possibly more important, or at least to me, on Sunday, we're opening a little bit early. We're going to do a sensory-friendly Halloween Comic Fest. So it's going to be people on the spectrum, friends or family, and it's like it's personal to me because of my kids that are on the spectrum. So just trying to afford that opportunity to people that might not otherwise.
Right. No, that's awesome. See, I swear, you are the shop that cares, and I appreciate that thoroughly. Now, I'm just going to like ruin it with like, so this weekend I won't be here. I'll actually be at Wizard World, Oklahoma City.
Ooh.
Yeah, which is kicking off for the first time. It usually is in Tulsa.
Okay.
We're moving a couple hours over to Oklahoma City, and I will get to do some very fun things. One of the big ones that I'm looking forward to, Marvel versus DC. I'm actually picking people, I think, from the audience, and we're going to argue which is better. Like, we're going head to head.
That's awesome.
I know, right? Shout out to my man Nate's going to be a part of it. Aaron Sagers, who's like one of the hosts of like phenomenal things on like Sci-Fi Channel and whatnot. He's going to be there. So we're gonna kick this off. We're gonna kick it up. It's gonna be a great time. Hopefully we'll see you there. I've got a couple of panels. Unfortunately, one of my favorites had to cancel for filming. Kate Beckinsale.
Damn it, Kate.
I know. She's just running from me. We had such an intense time in Sacramento. I understand. It's okay. We don't have to talk about it. It's here. It's all here.